Yo, welcome back! I got a little package in the mail today, which came surprisingly early by NOE GmbH. NOE, I can only guess that this is Nintendo of Europe, because I ordered a very special game that has a rather sad backstory. So, just making sure I have the right one. Yes, on the inside we see the Mario with his hat, and the game we're talking about is Bayonetta for the Nintendo Switch. Now you think, what's so special about this one? Well, this is the European physical release of Bayonetta 1. Cats are knocking something over. I have Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 3 for the Switch, and I thought I wanted to finish the collection, fill it out with a physical release of Bayonetta 1. However, there was a problem. They re-released it in Japan, they re-released it in the USA, and they plan to re-release it in Europe, but only through their myNintendo online store. And I thought, okay, let's order it through their store. So I think last November they dropped like an announcement on Twitter where they said, oh, right, it's available right now. It was like 11 in the morning, and I saw the tweet at, I don't know, 12 or something, and tried to order it, sold out. Thought, okay, that's a problem. Did they only make like 5 copies of this? It's an exclusive to their store, so I can imagine the print one not being too big, but you know, do you really only have 5 copies of it? And apparently it was sold out in minutes. People were complaining about it. And a while later, they officially, they kind of said we don't plan on making more. But then a week or two later, we all got a mail that Bayonetta is going to be reprinted later on. That later on is now in the end of March. So I think like on Saturday, like 3 or 4 days ago, I got the mail for this. I said, oh, what? Clicking that, buying that. And they did it properly this time. Everyone who signed up for the mailing list for Bayonetta, who missed out on it, got an email we could click on. It wasn't announced on social media or anything. So we could click on the mail, and then we got a confirmation code in the mail we had to put in. So only people who were in the mailing list had access to this reprint of Bayonetta. And very happy they did it that way, because this way, even though I was like half an hour late after I got the mail, I got my hands on this. I think it was also normally available on their store. There was just no announcement around it. And maybe they like withheld a few copies for the people on the mailing list. I'm not sure. I had access to buying it just on a browser later on. Maybe there was an hour of exclusivity for people on the mailing list. So I wouldn't be surprised if many people didn't even know this one got a re-release. But now the collection is finally complete with Bayonetta 2 and 3 right now. Of course, it's a bit annoying to look at the spine, because Bayonetta 1 already came included with Bayonetta 2. However, unlike the Wii U version, it wasn't a physical release. It was only a download code. So the spine, here, let's see if we can... I don't know if we can focus on this, I'm not sure. It says Bayonetta, Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 1, and then Bayonetta 3. I'm not too annoyed by it, but, you know, could be better. Of course, they didn't know they were going to do, for the promotion of Bayonetta 3, they did this physical release of Bayonetta 1, which I'm very happy about, all about physical media over here. And yeah, they didn't know that when they did Bayonetta 2. So, nice little connection. I'm not going to open this. From what I see, there's nothing in here except for the card. Yes, seems to be rather bare in there. I already have the download code for this one. I just wanted it as a physical copy for my collection, because I love Bayonetta. The first one is still my favorite. I put that in every now and then and play a level or two. I'm not a big expert on it, but yeah. Now having the entire thing, and of course Bayonetta Origins already out, even though the little mini demo included in Bayonetta 2 didn't really tickle my fancy, but I will add that to the collection later on as well. So for those of you who don't know, Bayonetta, the physical release got a re-release now, so I don't know if it's still available on the store. I highly doubt it. So if you missed out on it, I'm sorry. I think you can still get the US or Japanese version relatively cheaply, but I have them all in European copies, so I waited and finally got my hands on this. It was very tempting to order the Japanese version because it was everywhere. It wasn't hard to get, unlike this one. So maybe this will have some collector's value later on, but other versions are available. Thanks for watching. Nintendo got their poop together with this one and finally made it accessible for people who signed up beforehand instead of just dropping the link on Twitter and saying, go nuts, and 5 minutes later, it's all gone. Thank you very much for watching. Have fun with Bayonetta if you haven't already. See you next time.